At last. I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole?
You could say that.
Do you want to know what it is? It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
All right, check, checkity, chin, check, everybody. We got to do a mic check, 1 2 1 2. We're gonna do a like check, 1 2 1 2. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe, the bell, tickle, tingle the bell, all these type of things and all this sort of stuff. Reclaim your mind. Meaningwave.com. Because happiness is a side effect of meaning. Meaningwave.com. Go to meaningwave.com. Get you some merch. Get you some gear from our boy Akira the Dawn. He is a maestro de maestros, getting his musical messages out onto the airwaves throughout the world. So to start off today, what I wrote down here was to be like water. That's not what it means. Kind of means that. It kind of means that. So Bruce Lee has a thing about being like water. He said, be like water making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes a cup. If you put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. If you put it in a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Yeah, gotta love that Bruce Lee, man. Still a strange mystery what happened to that cat. Nobody really figured that one out. But let's not be too anxious about it. So I wrote down be like water, and then I wrote reacting and trying to force your way or vision takes tremendous effort compared to being adaptable and not being attached to your desired outcome. Sometimes you have to remind yourself of stuff like this, and I had kind of some plans for the other house that's got the storm damage, and was going to kind of use some of the spaces, and then plans got sideways, and I wasn't able to go the way that I had planned. And I kind of got outside myself a little bit and just decided I'm just going to go ahead and adapt to that. And it's going to be fine. But definitely yesterday was kind of a reset day. Yesterday was an introspective. It looks like I've been doing that once every couple of weeks or so, where I'll just kind of get to a 0 point and reset, reassess, do some kind of lists for the week and reset the goals and reassess where my goals are at and if they're even the right goals. Sometimes you have to check that out. And if you truly have faith and confidence in God's plan, you can relax and leave behind the angst and the anxiety, but you have to be actively following the path. That is the truth. If you're following the path, if you're actually doing what you know that you're supposed to do, and we all know internally what we're supposed to do, then you can relax and you can leave all the anxiety and the angst behind because God has a plan. And if you're doing the right thing, that plan's going to manifest in a mysterious way. You're not even gonna know what the heck's going on. But you'll be happy in the end. You'll be well taken care of. So I popped up a little definition down here. Sorry, not a definition, but a quote from Carl Jung about angst. So he says, I am not altogether pessimistic about neurosis. In many cases, we have to say, thank heaven he could make up his mind to be neurotic. Neurosis is really an attempt at self-cure. It is an attempt at self-regulating, an attempt of the self-regulating psychic system to restore balance, in no way different from the function of dreams, only rather more forceful and drastic. That was a terrible reading of the quote, but I'm okay with that. Sometimes you need other people to come in and read quotes for you. If anyone wants to volunteer, go ahead and put your name down in the comments. Anxiety. I've had some anxiety in the last few months. Definitely am kind of prone to being anxious and, filled with that angsty, oh shit, what if kind of feeling. But, if you truly have faith and confidence in God's plan and you're doing the right thing, it's all going to work out. It'll be fine. You can basically relax and leave that anxiety behind. Just keep on doing the right thing. Yeah. A calm and clear mind is infinitely more productive, just like your physical workspace. That's very true. One of my goals that I set up I don't know if you guys remember these. If you're watching these episodes like all in succession, then this is very, very close to you in time, very much closer to you in time than it is to me the last time that I mentioned it. But these things, the Fear Goals Worksheet. All right, by Carl Jung. Thank you very much for your wisdom and all your hard work in discovering how our brains work. Fear Goals Worksheet. So this is that Chase Hughes fear being focus, emotion, agitation, and repetition. Repetition, 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 repetition. So I have a behavioral goal, which is to meditate every day for 20 minutes. This was reminded to me just now because I wrote a calm and clear mind is infinitely more productive, just like your physical workspace. If you come into the office or like I'm a kitchen guy, so in the kitchen, if I come into a workspace and there's like a bunch of kind of chopped up food strewn all over the place and things are just all, what would you call that? It's kind of idgity-bidgety. They're just all disordered and disorganized. It's hard to get any work done in that environment. We used to do Iron Chefs. So they would come and pull a couple of the cooks aside and say, hey, you guys are going to do an Iron Chef and you got an hour to make, however many dishes you can make out of all this stuff. So we would do the Iron Chefs and I would get flustered and not know what to do. And, so of course I would just lose all the time. And then I figured out that you have to take 5 minutes out of your hour and write down a plan. Just take the 5 minutes. And I want to say one of the Iron Chefs, like Iron Chef Sakai or one of them, he would write the entire menu out in formal way with a brush and everything and then put that up and then everyone would kind of know where you're going from there. So it's the same thing. If your mind is clear and calm, then it's infinitely more productive. I even wrote that on here as the why. If my mind is clear and calm, I'll be able to focus better on my growth. If I focus better on my growth, I'm going to be a more positive impact into the world. Those people who are around me each day will be more fortunately around me rather than unfortunately around me if I have a calm and clear mind. So meditation is a goal. The rest of the accountability chart was good for today. We did, 247.6. So my weight's still kind of fluttering in that mid 40s, and I need to really push it down. I did a good 20-minute cardio and a circuit training today, like a bunch of dumbbell exercises, basically with upper body stuff. And then I did a hack squat machine. I did like 3 or 4 sets on the hack squat with no weight on it. But man, it got me pumped for sure. I did 3 rounds of the Wim Hof holotropic breathing with a 2-minute and 17-second breath hold. And I read 6 pages of the Robert Greene book on mastery. So far, it's really good. I've gotten through the intro and the kind of background information, and I'm getting into the first chapter official. So that's exciting. These are some sort of promotional materials that are here. If anyone likes to take black pills on politics and how the entire world is coming to an end, Timcast is fantastic for making you feel like there's no hope for the country. If you want to counteract that a little bit, this guy over here, Patrick Bet David, he likes to say, and I like to say as well, that the future looks bright. You see that? These hats are really well made, really nice hats that he sells on the Valuetainment website, vt.com for VT merch. I got a patriotic one right here. And then this guy as well will also alleviate the black pill. He'll make you feel warm and fuzzy and special. I'm still not sure if he's controlled opposition for the globalists or not, but you know, that's the Alex Jones in me talking. Have a good night. Enjoy all the mayhem that I just created in your brains.